welcome back to another episode of NFT Artist Spotlight, hosted by AstroZero. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks.
We got ARYE here. He's a musician, a rapper, and he's coming here to talk about his musical project. So what's going on, man? Where are you from? Where are you from, by the way?
I'm from Maryland, G. You're on the East Coast too, right?
Yeah, New Jersey.
New Jersey. Yeah. I'm in Maryland, so we'll see each other in the future soon, more than around the world and per se. But yeah, G, we're gonna link for sure.
Yeah, I have a recording studio in my house. You gotta come by. Maybe you could lay down some tracks.
Hell yeah, bro. Shit. Yo, what mic do you got? Like, are you in a booth or are you just?
Oh yeah, I have a booth built. I use SM7B.
That's what's up. What?
Yeah.
It's a journey with microphones. Was that your first mic or no? Because I had like 5 different mics I started out with.
Well, I like it because it's a dynamic mic and it picks up nice. And Michael Jackson used it on the Thriller album, so it's pretty good.
Oh shit! Sheesh.
Yeah, so it has some nice dynamics to it. So where did you get your name ARYE from?
It's funny because it's a weird, funny name that I just can't get rid of. Like, my name's Austin, by the way, guys, but I go by ARYE. But it's my first name is Austin, my last name is Ryan. I went to a Catholic school for like 6 years. I mean, yeah, 6 years, bro. And I switched from Catholic school to a public school. And like my first friend that I made there, he was like, yo, what's your name? I was like, Austin Ryan. And he was like, yo, you have two first names? I fuck with that. Not like that, but he was like, yeah, I rock with it. But like, he was like, I'm gonna call you ARYE. So I was like, all right, bet. So ever since then, people just been calling me that. I mean, it's a confusing name. People say ARYE, 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 ARYE. Like, it's whatever, but it is ARYE, guys. Like, what's up? But I'm gonna say it more in my music. I'm gonna get tags for people to know how to say it and shit. But yeah, that's how I got it for the most part. But I
Well,
just run with that. But you can call me whatever.
the good thing is you got the trademark next to it, so nobody's gonna steal it from you.
Facts. If they
So
are, they look silly. But there is a Twitter account. I need to get that. I need to get the ARYE account. I don't know who. I've been trying to get that for years. I've been on Twitter since 2009. I've been trying to get that account forever.
yeah, there's an account out. What is it? It's the AstroZero account, right? Is it? Oh no, it's Elon One or something like that. One of those is taken, and it's a dude from South Korea that we've been trying to message for like 6 months now, and we told him we'll even buy it from him, but he doesn't respond to us. So.
And you can't even contact Twitter really because they don't listen. I mean Twitter. I mean no apologies, but I've been trying to like contact Twitter about getting verified and stuff. Like it's a process. I mean you need like blogs written about you, but who cares about a blog, man? Fuck it. Like it should be about the music and what you like your rapport. I feel like if you've been on songs with certain people, I think that's already credibility enough. Or if you know, what's
So
that?
how long you been rapping and producing music for?
Shit, man. I've been loving music ever since I was a kid. Like I had a drum set and I just like fucked around with that. I didn't really like take lessons. I just loved just being the drums. But I love guitar. I had acoustic. I didn't know how to play. I never I just dabbled with it. I never really got into it. I just knew I love music. But as I grew older, I realized I liked using lyrics. Like in school, I really liked English and like writing poetry and stuff and writing stories. But I just incorporated that, like, I guess in my middle school years, I started listening to like who was it? Like Lil Wayne a lot. Like Lil Wayne was a big inspiration for me, like making music, man, for real. Like this is the way he expressed himself. So I started using my Rock Band microphone. Like if you guys remember that game, like I used my Rock Band mic and I hung it over my my ceiling fan. And I like made remixes to like Wiz Khalifa's like this Cabin Fever mixtapes and shit. Excuse me. But yeah, I started like that and just started for fun. Then I remixed like a Tyga song, "Make It Nasty." I don't know if you guys remember that song. I was in like ninth grade, like 2009, and that was like the first song I released publicly. I guess like told people about. Like I released stuff on YouTube and such, but I wouldn't tell my friends because I was like in a practice mode per se. I wasn't ready for it. So like yeah, my ninth grade year, I released that song and people were saying like they liked it, so I just continued with it And then I would say when I was 19, I took it more seriously when I got to college. Because, like, me and my friend, like, we're not really friends anymore, but me and him, man, we really, we would go at it every day after school. But yeah, like, we would make music all the time. And
So,
with
so
that,
did you just like me and my friends, we used to sit around and like there'd be a couple guys that would just like freestyle. So did you just like freestyle and then you're like, wow, I'm actually pretty decent at this shit. Let
no,
me
I
put it.
thought I sucked ass.
You thought you
I,
sucked?
I still think I suck ass. Like, I got a lot of improvement to do. I don't like to say I'm like the best rapper. I mean, I got improvements to make, but like, I always knew I could improve on my craft, and I got a lot of encouragement from like other artists. Like Mike Stud was like a big one. He goes by Mike now. Like, I was like 16, like tweeting at him on this account, but it's crazy because like he was a supporter at that time, and like he cared about his fans, and like that's why I care about. I don't like to say fans, but supporters, because I feel like fans is like a weird word because like when I think of fans, I think of like fanning somebody down because they're hot. So I like to think of supporters because they support you in like what you do and what you like you they believe in you. But yeah, like I had encouragement from Mike. Actually, he tweeted on my other account. I deleted that account. I still got the screenshots honestly because it meant so much to me. I was like a freshman in high school, and I was like, Mike, like what keeps you motivated to go every day? And he said he was like just knowing that you can improve every day is like motivation enough. Like, and that just always stuck with me. And he's like the only person that I ever got their lyrics tatted on me, and like that's crazy because like I would never do that probably with anybody. Like even Lil Wayne, like I love Wayne like crazy, but I don't think I get it. I don't know, maybe, but not like that. But like my lyrics on the side, his lyrics, it's um, you have to take the chance to know if it was worth it. So I live by that, and it's on my ribs, and that was like the most painful shit I ever been through. So I just remember that pain, and it always sticks with me. Like you always have to take the chance, no matter what you want to do in life. You gotta know. You gotta know if it's worth it, because if you don't, then you're just gonna be stuck in your head, and it's gonna eat you even more than not taking that chance. So I mean, he spoke to me so much to his lyrics. So he's a goat for real. Shout out to Mike.
So I've been in metal bands and punk bands, mostly as a vocalist for maybe 20, 22, 23 years now. And um, I don't know if you have the same problem, but when you hear yourself back on the recording, do you hate your own voice? Because I know I do.
Hell yeah, bro. Not even a question. Every song. Dude, I'm the first one to say, like, I make a song and, like, I have songs right now I haven't even released and I'm waiting to release that I know are good, but I'm like, fuck it. Like, I'm already over it. Like, I'm ready to just release it and get over and get to the next one. Like, I like my past work, like, it's cool, but, I always know you can improve. And it's like you can't get lost in your sauce. You can't get lost in the sauce, man. Like, that's the thing. You got to move on and just try to get better. So,
Do
that's a,
you make? Oh, sorry, man.
no,
Do
you're
you
good.
make? Do you make your own beats, or do you have a producer make the beats for you?
See, I started making beats in 2015, and I put one on there, one beat that I made, and like that's one of everyone's favorite songs. It's called History. But I took a break, and I was like really trying to study it, and it took me a while. But I released my first beat again, well, since 2015, in December last year. But that's the last song I released since then. So it's only been two beats that I've made, but I've been studying it. It's definitely it's a craft. So you got to learn. But yeah, it's hard, but like I want to be in control of my own music. I don't like I like producing, but it's I like working with producers, but it just with royalties, like it was always hard with like I don't know, like unless you have a distro kid, then it's easy. But like I don't know, I meet like shout out to producers, yo, but like yeah, I haven't really like talked to anyone like this, so it's like easier to just work with someone or just I don't know.
You, I'll have to send you some beats that I make over, and we could work on a little collab, and we'll
I feel you,
hit
bro.
it up, you know. Um,
Yeah.
so when did you start getting into NFTs?
Oh shit, man, probably this year. Like I just made my profile in March, so I mean, it probably was in my face, but I just never realized it. But yeah, March, I was like looking at OpenSea and like scrolling through, and honestly, it's Gary V that really got me into it because, he was always right, way ahead of people just saying shit about it. But that's what made me get into it. And
Yeah, I think there needs to be um, a little bit more education brought into the music industry as far as how people could kind of control their own destiny with NFTs, especially with like royalties and stuff. Like you saw what Tory Lanez did. That dude made a fucking small fortune just selling his songs for like a penny each or whatever he was selling them for, and then off royalties he made like $1 million in an hour or something crazy like that.
yeah, I feel ignorant for not even saying that, dude, because Gary V got me into NFT, but Tory Lanez got me into music NFTs because I saw what he did, and he's a goat, bro. Like Tory Lanez, goated, bro. Like I remember listening to him since like the motto when he was like remixing like Drake and stuff, like Cat Bag, like I got your bitch in my knapsack, like that kind of shit. Like Tory Lanez knows what he's doing, so I always, excuse me, guys. Like I said, I took a fat dab and it really hurt, but
Drink something.
No
Yeah,
worries.
you get,
That happens around here, in the Twitter spaces.
But yeah, bro, like I saw him doing it, and then I saw Rich the Kid doing it. I was like, yo, this shit's crazy. And then I saw Uzi doing it. I was like, there's something going on here. And I was really like, man, like I really don't feel like I never felt like a label is necessary. Like I like labels, but I don't like them. It's cool, but it's not cool. And like I'm just saying, like some of my closest friends, they were my closest friends. I don't even speak to them anymore because they're on labels and I think people change and shit. No offense, I love them, but it's not the same anymore. Like it would be like, yo, what's up? If I saw them, like it's all love, even if they're in here, but it's not the same. Like I don't know, like we don't talk anymore. So I know labels change people because you get held back. You can't be yourself, really. I'm sure their label wouldn't be able to be like, yo, you can go ahead and just talk in this Twitter space. It's like it's that serious. Like you're a puppet for them. So with NFTs, I see the advantage. Like I'm trying to tell people, like this NFT. Thank you for posting it up there. Like I put that low for $4 because I'm looking at it as a rookie card. I have those copies for people to just grab and then hold on to it. Then be the label. You all be the label. Like I'm not in control. Like if you want to hold it and sell it, cool. Like, but if you want to just really hold it and like make it worth something, like a Mickey Mantle card, or, Tiger Woods rookie card. Like, well, not Tiger Woods, but I'm sure that'll be worth some one day. I'm just saying, I love Tiger Woods, but like, let's say Charizard card. That's what I always refer to. Like, that's what I'm trying to do with my NFT. Like, I want people to just do what they want, be my label, and make the worth out of my music. Like, I don't want. That's why I'm just leaving it up to them. You know.
yeah, I was in a touring metal band that we did full U.S. tours. We opened up for some huge acts. Like we went. I don't know if you know Slayer and stuff like that. We opened for Slayer, a bunch of
Hell
other
yeah.
huge ass bands that we opened for, and this was in the early 2000s, and I didn't make a fucking penny from it. And really, like, it's because we were on a record label. That's how we got on these tours and stuff. But you couldn't make any money doing it back then unless you sold like 50,000 copies of your record. And selling 50,000 copies of your record when people don't know who the fuck you are is not an easy task, believe me.
Yeah.
And like this is before like SoundCloud, this is before Bandcamp, this is before Spotify. So we couldn't even sell out on like platforms that would even take a percentage of our sales. So now, like, I feel like I was born in the wrong time frame because if I was born, like, I'm always exploring into stuff. So like crypto is something that I really believe in, and like NFTs, like if I was born now, man, I would have dumped my shit on there and done the same thing as you, sell my stuff for the minimal price possible, and like you said, have those rookie cards out there. Because you never know who's going to pick up one of those rookie cards. What happens if somebody picks up that rookie card that's like super super famous? What if Metallica picks up that rookie card, or for you, what if Lil Wayne picks up that rookie card? You know what I'm saying? So it's like it was really discouraging back then, and it's just such a powerful thing now that everybody has, and I wish more musicians would get into it because unfortunately I don't really see too many in the space yet. It's mostly just artists that are doing photographs, people doing generative art, people doing pixel art, and we need to get like more musicians into this space to actually start knowing what's up, and that's why I was so pumped to do this one with you because I finally got to talk to a musician like myself. So it's a breath of fresh air having you in here.
Hey, bro, I appreciate you having me. Like I said,
Absolutely.
like
Yeah.
you're a real one. I appreciate it, man. And I want to hear your music, dude. Like I wish you were still making music. And I mean, I know you are, but you know, what I mean, like, but shit, man, I feel you. With like, it's funny you say that about a famous person seeing, because I don't know if you saw it today, but Jay-Z had his um a space today with Netflix, and there's like 6,000 people, 7,000, 8,000 people in there. But like, he was just chilling at his house, like, and it was just crazy. Like you can not, I don't know if he was, but you can tell he was just chilling, like somewhere, like in a large room or something. Just like kicking back and just talking about his movie and stuff. So it's like just going to those spaces. He was bringing people up, and they were saying at the end like they're gonna do it again some other time. Like they want to do it some other time, like because they're just like kicking it. Like it was just like us right now, like just raw shit, like just talking what was going down, like what they were doing and stuff. But like, bro, I'm telling you, like Twitter Space is like it's the future. Like I don't. It's like I don't know. It's like MySpace like 2.0 to me. Like
It's
unintended.
it's really great connecting with so many different people on the same level, different types of artists, different types of musicians, like yourself, Irie, or Ari,
Yep.
ARYE, sorry.
You're good, bro. I just
We
followed you, Greg.
yeah, we appreciate you coming in from, the music side and sharing with Dave, because we've seen other artists from other stuff like, drawn and NFTs and stuff like that, but to hear the music side, we appreciate it.
I appreciate you all for having me and letting me speak upon it because I've never had this opportunity really, so it's really a blessing and I appreciate it. It's like you're saying, it's hard as shit to get your music heard. Like like now it's not like with everyone like listening now, like sure not everyone might listen to it, but at least some people can go check it out. Like it's so much easier is what I'm saying for like you just get your voice out there and just like to know who you are. Like I'm on TikTok too, but like it doesn't compare to this. And I actually kind of got turned off by how TikTok is. Like their algorithm is kind of like I don't like it because it's like a lottery ticket. Like you can make the funniest or like coolest or most informative video or best song, and you might not hit that algorithm just because it's not in their niche and like you're not hitting what they want you to talk about. Which they're very very specific about their algorithm. Like you just have to be persistent about what you're talking about in your brand. And I'm kind of like not all over the place, but I like expressing myself. So when all my videos pertain to music or whatever, I'm like talking about some like not even like sensible, like just joking around or something. Like I know, guys, I seem serious, but I just get nervous. Like I'm new still, but like I do joke around, But like, yeah, it's just like it's a different world over here because you can speak this one on one like a phone call. Like I've been on Discord, but I never been like in a Discord where I've just like had people to speak with. I guess I never even did like a phone call in Discord to be honest. But in the future, that's bound to happen. But like this is just it's so cool because like one retweet can bring someone from across the whole freaking like country. I mean world that you never knew, and you're just clicking with each other. And it's just like it's wild. Like even you, like you're right up above me, man. Like it's crazy. Like I don't know. It's a whole new world. I don't know. Like I can't process it still. Like I can't. I'm always on here because like I'm always learning something. It's like a new school and a new family. I don't know. I can't explain it. And there's so many good people. You do have your trolls and stuff, but it's funny when they come in sometimes and attempt to take over. But you have those people who care about you. I appreciate everyone in here. Like I love y'all. You,
There's there's not nearly as many trolls on Twitter Spaces as there is in other spots. Um, the one thing I noticed though, I was watching some of your videos on YouTube, and I think it's funny that whenever somebody says that you suck, you pin their message at the top and put a heart next to it. Is that something you do to be like a fuck you to the person, or is it something you use like for motivation to push harder the next time around?
Wait, wait. I'm sorry. What do I do? I on my Twitter?
No, on your YouTube. I saw one of your videos, and somebody was you how you're like a shitty rapper or something like that, and then you pinned it up top so everybody could see it, and everybody was shitting on that person. So I was just curious if you do that as like a motivational thing, or if that's just like an fu to the person.
I just do it because I feel like those people need attention, so I just let them have their attention up top, right? Like, if you're gonna hate, you might as well get the spotlight, right?
That's how I look at it too.
What's that?
I said that's the same way I look at it. If you
Yeah,
want to be the class clown, we'll put you in front of the class, right?
100, bro. I feel that. Like, I mean, I was in, I had my days when I was in sixth grade, and I made fun of this guy. I was a kid, so like, but he shoots my music videos now. Like, it was, it's crazy because like he's like 10 years older than me, but like I was making fun of him on YouTube, and I learned my lesson. But now he's like a good friend of mine. Shout out to J Law, like Jamie Lawrence, man. He's a great guy. I told him he's got to get on here. He shot Mario Judo's video. I don't know if you guys know that guy, but anyways, like yeah, man. I just I don't know.
Do you skateboard?
Yeah, bro. I be skating. I'm just skateboarding all the time. Snowboarding, dirt biking. But yeah, bro, I love skating.
Yeah, I saw in your one video that you do Winter Fate that you were in the skate park like the whole video. So I was curious if you do skate or if that was just something you were doing for the video.
No, I do skate. If you ask me to do a kickflip, I'll do it. If you tell me to go ollie a set of stairs, I'll do it depending on how big it is. I'm not like a daredevil, but I fuck around. I can grind and shit, but I'm not pressed about skating. Skating is just like it's a release for me. Like I've always looked for like releases. Everybody does, but skating's one that just always lets me free and stuff. When you're on that board and you're just kicking it, man. Like it just feels so free, and like you just ride and just feel that 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 vibration on your feet, and just like getting in the air and just floating on that board is just something different. I don't know. It's a craft. It's an art, and I respect skaters. Like I'm not saying I'm good at all, but I'm just saying like it's a fun way to like release yourself creatively, like in a sport. I feel like, and
I
yeah,
used to skateboard, but then I got too paranoid that I was gonna like break my leg, so
facts.
I stuck with like longboarding and stuff, and even that gets pretty hairy sometimes when you're bombing hills and stuff.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. Longboarding's scary too, bro. Like those wheels stick out so far. The trucks, man. I was on my penny board one time, and I kid you not, G, I slipped up and like caught the wheel with my foot and just slammed my shoulder on the ground, and it's been PTSD ever since that. But like it's just yeah, I feel you with that. It's still scary riding longboards and everything. And skating is scary, and like it's definitely I respect skaters. I don't know how they do it, but man, you see some people like Nicer Houston. He's one of my favorite skaters. I don't know about y'all. Him, Bam Margera, but yeah, like growing up watching them was always inspiration. Like Stevie Williams. What kind of who's your favorite skater? Or do you
Uh,
just
I was a big Chad Muska fan growing up.
oh
I really like
fuck
Chad.
yeah.
Brett, I'm trying to get you up here, but it's not allowing you to accept your mic. If you want to leave and come right back, Brett.
Brett's a huge skating fan as well.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get him on here.
Hell yeah.
So in the song that you're selling as your NFT running, right?
Yeah.
What's the inspiration behind that song?
The inspiration behind that song?
Yeah, what's the inspiration behind that?
I think well not I think well I was just going through a time in college, and I didn't go to college. I know it sounds stupid, guys, but like I'm gonna just say right off the bat, go to college because you want to. Don't go to college because someone told you, or because you want to make someone happy. Like you'll regret it, and you'll be paying your college debt. If that's what you're gonna be in, paying it by yourself. Because that's what I'm doing. Because I wanted to go to school for my mom. Like I went to private school, but my mom was my first grade teacher, and like I don't know. I just wanted to go for her. I felt like it was necessary. So I didn't I didn't want to make her disappointed. So I went to school. I got my degree in sports and exercise psychology, and I got a like minor in communication studies, but I never used it. Like I was really just like in my beginning, I think it was my sophomore year. I was 19 years old, I think. Yeah. And I was just like, man, I just want to like drop out. Like I didn't want to do it anymore. Like school was such a drag, man. Like I love sports and that's why I picked that degree. So I was just like, that's cool. And I like psychology. So it was like it's a tie between the two. But you just work on like, the sports side. But it's not I didn't go for my master's and my doctorate, but I get the basics of it. But it's like I always passed in music. Like I would always be like coming home and working my music. I couldn't always because I was doing my schoolwork and I hated my schoolwork. I never studied in high school. Like I just did my homework at school and just like I don't know, I just got A's and B's and C's and just didn't really care about school. So in college I really had to strap down, but like I was like I gotta get out of here. Like I was just like thinking like I just gotta keep going and I just like felt like I needed to express like who I was and what I was going through because I was releasing music, but I don't think people were understanding like who I was, and I wanted to give them like a vision of like who I was, where I was coming from, and like like an authentic, real song. Like I mean, all my songs are like that, but like that one, I just try to touch upon everything and give a mixture of like who I am and what I stand for. So like I released like an EP for that, and it like I'm not gonna say it sucks because you live and you learn, but in my opinion, it sucks. And I was like, man, like I gotta really just like really look at myself and really just reflect and show who I am, and like not just be scared to just like make a song and like not express like what I really been through. Like I don't know, I was trying to break out of my shell more with that really. But yeah, college was like a huge motivation, but like still I'm still motivated right now, like where I'm at, like that still stands with me. Like this song, it's like I don't know.
I think
That's
a lot of people. I think a lot of people face similar pressure from their parents. I think myself included. My parents they kept pressuring me to go to college, and I didn't know if I really wanted to do it. And I went there, and I ended up dropping out after my third year. I was only like 12 credits shy of getting a degree, and I I just figured it wasn't for me. And I think luckily I had scholarships and stuff, so I didn't really accumulate too much debt from it. But you know, make sure you know what you want to do. I don't know if there's any people that are like under 18 and still in high school in here, but honestly, make sure you know what you want to do before you commit to something like that because you could put yourself into some serious financial debt and like it could set you back for a long time into your adult years. And the world needs plenty of plumbers and plenty of electricians and plenty of jobs that are vocational jobs where you don't need college or anything like that. You could get a trade. You could trade crypto full time now. We have that. We have that ability. Like there's plenty of people now that are much younger than me that are multimillionaires because they're trading cryptocurrency. And I mean, like shit, man. I saw a little kid that was making NFTs the other day on TV, and he ended up minting something. He sold some shit for like $1.2 million, and I mean, this kid's like 12 years old. So the sky's the limit, and it's just going to keep branching out for everybody. And eventually, we're gonna see a new crop of millionaires and maybe even billionaires that aren't even 20 years old yet. And I think that's super exciting shit.
most definitely, bro. There's so many like coming to spaces. Like there's William. There's the book. Like they're like 13. One just he's 8, but there's like a story with him. Like someone stole his art. That's a whole nother debacle, but I'm not gonna get into. But yeah, there's a lot of young kids out here. Young crypto. Shout out to him too. He's like they're out here learning. Shout out to anyone who's out here learning, trying to get ahead because you guys are gonna be like you guys are the future. You guys like for real. You guys know more. A lot of you know more than us, and I'm learning a lot from you guys. So it's like it's seriously like you guys are on the right track, and you need to just keep going these spaces and learning and doing what you can because like he's saying like there's going to be a lot of like future like wealthy people out here. Like you're doing the right thing by learning and going to these spaces. Everyone, if it's not a space for you, then you leave. You'll find one. Like follow people in spaces, check them out, see what they're about. Reach out to them, send them a DM, say what's up. If that's how you feel the vibe out. Like really, just like connect like that and just follow along. Like you'll find your way. Just just feel it out. Like, trust yourself. You know what feels right, what feels wrong. If it doesn't feel right in the space, then leave. Find the space that feels right. You'll find your people, and like they'll stand behind you. I promise you that. Like I said,
We said the same thing about the community that we've been building, just like-minded people, same kind of positive attitude. We've just been attracting towards each other, like yourself. It's great to hear your mindset as well, like that.
Yeah. So what's going on there, right, man? I actually have a question, man. Well, first I wanted to say, man, I definitely appreciate you coming on here, man, and sharing your talents and putting your talents in your music like that and your feelings in your music. Me being a engineer, I remember the days, going through the dictionary with my boys, rhyming out of that thing. So, I understand the struggle. But I guess one of or is it like a two-part question kind of? Can you maybe speak a little bit to the influence that maybe got you starting to rhyme? I know for me it was I'm a huge Black Thought fan of the Roots. So just his delivery and everything. So can you maybe speak to that influence? And then earlier you were talking about scrolling OpenSea and checking out the music category. And then I know when I went on there, the hip hop category was a little bit, underrepresented. I mean, can you maybe speak to how you feel about, the hip hop in general that's being produced in the crypto world, and how we can either, improve upon it or in that sense?
yeah, I definitely think we all have potential. Like anyone who makes music, I think, can make it in NFTs. Like as long as you believe in yourself for real, and you just keep your community coming, and it's providing for them, and just showing that you care about them. I think that it will stick for you. Like it will happen. Just keep believing it. But like as far as OpenSea, like I don't see a lot. I don't see a lot, but yeah, I don't see a lot of like artists besides like Spotty. I see Spotty like all the time on there, like always on the charts. He was actually the first artist that I saw on there, and shout out to Spotty because him and like Spotty and Dill, like I really learned from them like a lot. How they're doing things, how they maneuver and stuff. Like they definitely got good blueprints, so I respect them a lot
And
for
that's kind of on us to like teach each other, especially in this NFT community. You know what I mean? It's so new. We're all students of the game at this point. You know what I mean?
yeah. No one should come in here thinking like you can't learn from anyone. Like you can learn from anything, like anyone. But like it's crazy because like I'll just go into space and like I'll just go in like a space where Spotty is, or just like listen to him talking in space, and like it's just like you gain knowledge by just being in there. It's like it's it's a blessing to be able to just hear people speak and know like them share what they've been through and like what they like their knowledge and everything. It's just like it's a blessing, like I'm saying.
Yeah, 100. And it's funny enough, like as Spaces is come out, the last couple months, man, I've from following people in Spaces and hearing them talk, man, I've gotten so many Spaces that pop up on the top of my screen now, man, and I try to jump in as many as I can, and just some of the knowledge that I'll be gaining from a lot of the people that are talking, and obviously some people are better at some stuff than others, and then you get music spaces, and then you get the NFT spaces, and then a lot of the times you get combined ones, man, and it's just all kinds of people coming together, just sharing ideas, man, and that's really what these I think what these spaces are turning into. Like you were saying, you never know who will pop into some of these things, and then you kind of connect in that way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I remember someone was saying Mark Cuban. I wasn't in that space, but it was Mark Cuban in a space, and like I'm saying, like Jay-Z was in a space, and like, dude, like Jay-Z of all people is probably the most one I look up to the most when it comes to like strategic, ways, like his business ways. Like he's very smart. Like he knows what he's talking about. Like shout out to Jay, but like I was trying to request to talk today and just ask him about like what he thought about NFTs and like music, because my man's has a punk as his profile picture. Shout out to Jay. His at name is SC, bro. It's Sean Carter, Mr. Carter, guys. Jay
I let you
definitely,
know, he bullish on all this, so that lets you know right there.
yeah, for real. That's what I'm saying. Like he knows what he's doing. So I definitely if he's ever in a space, I'm there because I don't know. Like you never know if he's gonna just like accept anyone. Like I'm not saying I will, but like that he was accepting people today. Like I'm sure if you just show up there enough, anyone can get accepted. You know, just like be persistent. Like he might just recognize your profile or checking out. These are regular people, and they even said at the beginning they're just regular people. But like I know, like I'm a regular person too. Like I'll check out profiles too. Like I've been following some of you back. Like bro, I followed you back. But like we're just regular people, just like having a regular conversation. So it's like you never know if you just like he might be like, yo, I like what is in their profile. I like their profile picture. Like call them up. You know, you never know. You got to be optimistic. It's like always gonna be half full with the glass, man. Like I'm not saying it's you. I'm saying everybody.
No, yeah, no, for sure. And I mean, like, that's all information that we all need to hear. You know what I mean? And like I said, with these spaces being so new, that is what it is. You know, we see these big people showing up and they're actually connecting on a human level. You know what I mean? So we get to see that, and it's cool as shit, man. I know, some of the spaces that I've joined, man. Like I said, I was in that Cuban space as well, and it's cool to watch them break it down, because otherwise you wouldn't even have access to them like that, So
If anybody has any questions, feel free to just raise your hand, or if you're already in the speaker box, just go ahead and speak up. All right, I got some more questions. Have you come to notice that cannabis is one of the most prevalent things in the NFT space?
Yes, sir. Shout out to Bored Apes and not the Bored Apes, Stone Apes. And shout out to Bored Apes, but Stone Apes, bro. Yeah, David over here. What's up, David? Yeah, man. I'm a big Stone Ape.
What up, man?
How you doing, G?
Still doing all right, brother. Hope you're still doing all right, my man.
I'm glad you're here, G. Appreciate you.
Always, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge crypto cannabis too. Like, love the tokers, man. Like, for sure. I knew it's a big movement and crypto buzz too. But yeah, man, I'm trying to collaborate with everybody. I actually got a little derivative with the Stone Apes. Shout out to Basil. Basil really hooked me up with that. He's one of the first people I met, so he
You have to
took
check out Chronic Cats. Get one of yourself a crypto blunt.
our
Yeah,
crypto.
one of our good friends. He's he made his NFTs called Chronic Cats. He makes crypto blunts, and he has crypto. Was he have crypto pickle pipes or some shit like that? He was
Yeah, something like that. That's Crypto Cats with a K too. It's this cat that looks all funny looking on the front, but no, Dustin's a good guy. He's got a couple projects. His kid's got a project. He's got a project. His wife's got a project. They've all been in the space with Dave before, and it's always been a good time. And most of the time, like you're saying, weed's pretty prevalent in it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm down to collab with anybody. That's another thing. I want to incorporate my NFTs with weed in it too. Cause shout out to Wiz Khalifa for that. He was the first one to do it, but definitely get songs with like covers with that. So supporting that movement, 100%.
I know James in here. Yeah, he might have a connection. You should probably connect with him down there. He's knows some guys with some weed.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just hit me up. Hit me my DM if you don't want to talk like up here, or give me a follow. Let me know.
I got someone requesting to talk, so I'm gonna have to shift people around here.
Go ahead and remove me there, buddy.
It's easier when I have a second co-host to handle all of the requests and stuff, but our second co-host has decided to get super stoned and eat a bunch of pizza. So
Hey, dude, I'm super stoned. I just ate a bunch of pizza. I came back from it. I'm always here, man.
all right, well, maybe you could be our substitute co-host, because this dude is high as fuck right now, and I don't think he's gonna make it back. I think somebody has to go send out a search party for Aiden.
Dude, I will personally send out the search party. Who are we sending? I think Pixelsaurus is a great option. He's got a long ass neck. He can see far away.
So, Ari, do you tend to write when you smoke, or do you write lyrics and stuff when you're sober?
I don't
When
think
he
I'm.
smokes.
What's up, Tisha?
So, what do you do? Do you write when you smoke, or do you write before you smoke?
I'm always high.
All right, well that's fair enough.
But I mean, I guess when I want to come down or whatever, I'll always be like writing like lyrics down, but I won't really sit down and write a full song. I always just like shout out to Nico's. It's like he was in here. I think he went. Oh, he's down there as a listener. But yeah, we do this. I don't know what exactly it's called, but it's like some gibberish. Like I'll just like mumble my words into my songs and get a flow going, and I'll hear the flow and I'll come back to it. I'm giving my sauce away, but like I'll come back and hear like my lyrics or a word that I think sounds good, and I'll plug it in and or just work with it and just make it like a puzzle piece. And I mean that's more fun than me writing down and sit like it can be. It's fun, but I like that like more. I feel like it comes out more natural for me, and I've been doing that for like since probably I mean I don't think I've really been doing that all the time. I did like write lyrics, like sit down on my notepad and write lyrics, like a lot of songs, like, but I just feel it more when I do it like that.
So trust me, as an engineer, I'll tell you a lot more people do it like that than you would think, man. That's a good practice. That's a good practice.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
I used to when I used to do like lyrics, I always used to struggle because I used to find myself at all times trying to rhyme everything, and like it works at times, but like with a lot of like metal music and stuff, it gets kind of like you're trying to sound like you're evil and shit, and then you rhyme, and then you sound like you're fucking Mary Poppins, you know, and it just gets like difficult sometimes to like. That's where I get like writer's block. Like I'll be sitting there and I'll be pulling out like a thesaurus, and I'll try to find a word that rhymes with like hurricane or something that's like a synonym for hurricane. That's just like an example, you know. But it drives me crazy. And like, how do you deal with your writer's block when you get writer's block? I used to go out and I used to skate. That's how I used to handle it.
I feel you. I feel you on that looking up a word. Honestly, guys, like yeah, like if you get stuck with a word, just look up a like use like your dictionary, like help you find a word that feels right for it. Like it's not always you can hear a word, but you might not know what you're looking for. So just like search through and see what you can find. Like it is a puzzle piece. Like you have to really like put it together to make it sound right. Make it the best word you can make. But like with writer's block, my method really, I don't. I'll just go after it still. Like I'll just start creating. I guess like just going with it. Like I can't like if I don't do anything, then I won't do anything. But if I just start taking like an action, like just start making a beat, like, and I'm saying like just like starting with a snare, like or just starting with a kick, like that automatically inspires me to just start feeling it. Like if it's not that day, then try the next day. But like I always know like I'm saying like there's always the next day like there's always another day to improve on what you want to do. Like there's always room to get better. So like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't really try to get stuck in the writer's block because writer's block just it makes me think of like a writer's box, and it makes me think I'm in a box, and it really does put me in a box, and I'm just like thinking too much. So I'm just like, nah, bro, like you gotta look past it. It's just like you gotta like just power through it and just do it, whatever you can do, even if it's like writing a line or just like writing an idea or something. Just like get yourself started and don't just don't wait, because the more you wait, the less inspired you get, and then you get put in that like box, and it sucks, and it's like you just gotta let it out and just do what you can and just know that it will come back, because you'll get that inspiration again. You just gotta believe.
How bad are these gas fees messing you up as far as sales go?
I mean, honestly, I don't really care, because like I'm just waiting. I only have like two, like two sales on this NFT so far. As far as like I know, I haven't checked my email in a while, but like I'm not worried about it because I feel like eventually like I'm gonna get in these spaces. I know that I'm gonna get around the sharks, the people who are gonna be looking to collect. Eventually, there hopefully will be good people that are gonna be looking to collect like big groups of people. So I'm just gonna throw myself out there, and someone you know willingly believe in me, be like, yo, I really like mess with this collection. I want to like promote this or something like that. So I'm really believing in that, and like my mentor just wants me on Ethereum, and for another reason, like I just feel like with Ethereum and like what I'm doing, like it just makes sense. And I'm already on OpenSea. Like I don't know, like I mean, this is another thing too. I don't want to like come off like off branding because OpenSea is following me on Twitter, and I know they're like not. I'm not trying to sound egotistic, but like they're following me, so they're watching. They can see my tweets. So if I'm gonna go to another platform, they're gonna be seeing that. So they might not care about what I'm doing. Like if they see more people coming to my NFT and purchasing it, then I'm gonna get verified on there. So I just know like it's a smart move to just stay here because it's just I don't know. I feel comfortable here, and I like OpenSea.
Do you?
Plus, oh,
Go ahead, Dave.
I was gonna say, plus you are like one of the first people in the music NFT game. So long as you stick with it, there is the chance that somebody's gonna want to just come and buy out your work for hella expensive because you are one of the first. Eventually, that will be a historic thing. We are right in the beginning of this entire thing right now.
Have you noticed that? Well, let me rephrase that. Has Twitter Spaces increased your following like exponentially?
Yeah, it's a pretty. It's like Twitter. It's Twitter on crack when you go on Twitter Spaces, man. Because like those retweets get start like passed around, and like people start retweeting your spaces. You get like a lot of people coming in, and then you start like they come up and you talk to them, and then you're like, shit, man. Like I've been following people in here, just like speaking to people. Like it's just so easy to just like connect with people, is what I'm saying. So it's like yeah, and then you can go in a space and like I mean I even fall guilty of going to a space and like not even like talking to someone, just like this listening to them makes me follow them because I'm like, dude, I want to go into the space again where I hear them, or like go in a space wherever they are. So I'm just like following them around. That's how I feel about it. But like, yeah, it's a blessing having Twitter Spaces because I met some amazing people, like for real, like the best people I could ever meet my whole entire life. Like I'm not even saying that on those corny shit. I'm saying on some real shit. Like hey, you guys are like seriously, like I can be myself and I feel accepted, and you guys are you're real people. Like we're talking out here, and we're just keeping it real. Like this is just like I'm kicking back in my house right now. Like I'm just it's just like we're just chopping it up and just talking. Like it's nothing like TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Like we can actually communicate. Yeah, and it's real.
What's up, Butch? You got a question, or you want to just say something?
Oh no, I didn't even know I requested. I'm just chilling.
All right.
Hey, I got a question if y'all don't mind.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
up, Pete?
Hey, Eric, what's up, everybody in the room? I saw a couple of mutuals. What's up? Thanks again, Astro. Always going to shout out y'all for giving me that anime. You guys are so cool. Eric, I want to ask you, how do you feel? Because I know you said you don't make beats a whole lot, but just in regards to instrumentalists, because I think as far as collaborations go, like instrumentalists, beat makers, whatever you want to, however you want to label them. I think those people should be really looking into, taking their instrumentals, taking their solid tracks, no vocals, whatever, and finding people to collaborate with. So I was wondering, how do you feel they should go about that? And in regards to licensing and everything, some people don't, because lots of guys play the license game, and they take that one song and they put it all over the place, and it gets licensed so many times. But I've had songs that I licensed for stuff just on Instagram, and I hear it in a YouTube video for somebody doing a tutorial. I was just wondering, how do you feel about that whole situation? And for people that want to get as much money as they can from their music, how do you feel they should go about it? In collaboration and selling beats to people and passing things on. And just my bad, I'm starting to ramble. Trying to get to the point. Where for NFTs, like you sell somebody a beat and then it becomes part of the asset. And should they believe in, waiting on the royalties and an asset going forward and that NFT being resold and waiting for the name like that? Or do you think they should just, stand with their music and try to make money off their music first instead of collaborating?
Honestly, it's up to the producer. I mean, I haven't, like I said, like I haven't been on another producer's beat since last year. But like, I don't. That's the thing. Like, if you buy off them, how are they going to get royalties? Because like it's streaming as an NFT, so it's like I get that. So it's probably fair to do the split royalties. Like I'm on OpenSea, so it'd have to be someone splitting with me. And I get it. They wouldn't have their royalties given to them until that NFT starts going up in price. I get that too. So it might just have to be like I would say like pay in advance and buy a beat and then you still get the royalties. I would say like I mean honestly with that I would be like 20%, like, or if that doesn't work, 30, but like
Yeah, because I think that's where
I
the
would
issue
say
comes in is the negotiating and, because everybody values their work differently. And I think it should be I think there should be just a process where, people that want to negotiate and figure out those royalties, they can work on that. I think some people should probably just, go ahead and, just send one out, just like, okay, I'm not going to worry about getting, paid off of this track forever, but I want it to be a part of somebody's art and I want it to go on, just like turn, take it and take the music, even though it's a music track, just think of getting it out there the same way, that the generative people do theirs and the one-on-ones and stuff like that. Because, like you said, that's where I think the problem's going to come for a lot of people is thinking about the long term and how many times can they get paid from that one song. Because that's the best thing for musicians is the royalties, the streaming and all in this day and age. But there's an aspect of NFTs that once they give up their music and let it be a part of somebody's project, and it does make it harder to get paid down the line. Because I'm still working on, I want to get one that I have with someone sold so I can go in there and open see and find out with all those when you add a collaborator to a collection. I can't see what the functions are after because I haven't sold the NFT yet, but I think that's going to be the biggest hurdle is the negotiating between the people. But like you said, it's going to be up to the artists on both sides, the person who has the music and the person that wants it. But, I'm glad to get your input on that.
I appreciate the question, bro. But yeah, like man, like I feel bad because like some people are like someone made me this NFT, like my profile picture. And it's like I'm not selling it as NFT, but like it's on my like portfolio, on my OpenSea. So I feel bad if you. I mean, I want him to like if he sold it, it'd be cool. But like I don't know. I feel like the collaborations definitely need to be figured out, and people like giving me like this stuff. Like I feel bad. So it's like I want to be able to like if someone's gifting me stuff, like I want to be gifting them stuff. Like if my like with my NFTs, like if they're gonna if they're gonna give me like help with my NFT, then I'm gonna give them that NFT. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I
Like
do because
like
I've been getting a lot of airdrops here lately, and some of it is some random stuff that even I can call myself imaginative all day. It's like, man, I would have to work with that specific thing that they gave me. But when people give me stuff, like if it's somebody I collected from, or when I collect stuff, my thing that I'm doing is I take it and I always ask them. I'm like, hey, you mind if I use this in a new piece? And they're always like, yeah, you bought it, it's yours. Do what you want with it. And I'm like, okay. And then, but I take it and I remix it. And my plan, my little poor man's angel investment thing, I'm gonna try to do whenever something that I've used from somebody else sells, I'm gonna give them a piece of it. And it's hard to see, character on the internet, but that's my thing. That's my little Robin Hood effect I'm trying to get going. But and I think that's a good incentive for musicians. Just keep in mind, like if they wanna, anybody wants to play the long run and get them royalties, let them do that. But if anybody, thinking about, art for right now for advertising, because I think that might be insulting to some people, musicians, to think, oh, my shit is only background music. Oh, my shit is only ambience. Because, I mean, somebody sitting there making music all day, that's their art. And, that's like number one. That's what they represent. Like me, I do stuff with photography and digital stuff. So that's my number one. But I feel like it's all equal. But I think there's something weird that happens with that marriage sometimes, where it's like unless it's musician and lyricist vocalist, sometimes with the art it might be. I think some people might have a mindset of, oh well, I don't want my music to be in the background. But for me, my little interludes that I have, the music makes them better. It's like I can make a slideshow all day, but who wants to watch a silent show? You know what I'm saying? Like a silent film, music makes everything better.
Yeah, lately I've been the music I've been writing is primarily soundtrack based. I've been featured in a couple documentaries as background music and stuff like that for it. And you know what? To be quite honest with you, it's a lot easier because I don't have to deal with fucking musicians anymore, and I could kind of just do my own thing, make my own music at my own pace. Because I don't know how many of you are musicians out there, but we're like the flakiest fucking people on the planet when it comes to like being responsible and being there and making sure that you're on time. A musician is like the shittiest person to rely on next to a cocaine dealer. All right, so whoever wants to talk, feel free.
I second that.
Hey, I got a question.
What's up, design?
What's going on? So I'm an NFT artist, but I also do a lot of hip hop. It's been a long time. I've been focusing more on the art part, but I have songs on Spotify, Apple, all that stuff. Is it frowned upon or anything like that to take a song that I have already on Spotify or iTunes and make it NFT or combine it with art for an NFT?
No.
It's free game. Free game. Wild Wild West, bro. Do what you want, man. Take whatever art you want. This song is already on Spotify too, but this is one of my favorite songs by me, and I made it into an NFT. It's special to me. So whatever's special to you and you can talk about it will be special to someone else, man. So do what you want.
Hell yeah. Now, is it like a certain time limit whenever you add a song or a clip or something like that for as far as music goes for NFTs? Like, should I break it up into clips or do the whole song? Or
I would say, in my opinion, I mean, I think you can do the whole song, but like, don't do that. Make your NFT like the one I have up here, just like it's 15 seconds long. So like, get your favorite clip of the song and like make it 15 seconds, and then just make it unlockable content with like a Google Drive of the MP3, which mine has. Like that MP3 will make you able to use it for whatever, and put in your library. If you have Spotify, if you don't pay for Spotify a month, and you want to listen to my song, you just can put it in your library because you have the NFT. So that's the thing with NFTs. Like I'm trying to get away from the streaming platforms. Like my next song, like I was supposed to release like last month, but I got into this and I'm like kind of falling down this rabbit hole.
right?
Like man, I should yeah, like I should not be releasing on those platforms first. Like I'm gonna do these NFTs first, and like if people like the song, they're gonna hear that clip of it there first, and then buy it there, and then they get the MP3, and then once that gets traction, I might put on this. I mean, I'll put it on there eventually, but it's not going to be right away, because I don't want it's. I want this community to be built here because I like full on believe in this community. Like it's the future. We all like we're on a different level than all those other platforms. Like we have photographers who, shout out to Jess, like she was on Shutterfly and she like it's bad pay like anywhere like
Yeah.
like even like you can be a travel agent and be making an NFT and like selling stuff. Like it's literally the future, so anyone can do anything with it.
Not
So
only that,
yeah,
you got my wheels turning. So you could take a song and break it up into so many pieces, come up with different pieces to add to those pieces, and make a whole damn collection out of one song.
yeah, facts. You can do whatever you want. You can make a whole Google Drive full of an album, bro.
Hell,
You know, it's crazy what you can really do with this stuff, and it's like you can make it even more personable. Like if you want to make an NFT that, like if like those NFTs like where it's just like those owners only. If you want to have that for like a VIP, like if you own that NFT, you get a VIP or something like that. It's like it's endless packages you can with the utilities you can incorporate
yeah,
with it. Like
I just,
you can
I
like
just had a
meetups.
that's dope.
So now they're doing now I know they're doing like fractionalization of NFTs where you could basically split an NFT up into portions and stuff like that. But what about if like Designs was just saying, what if you could fractionalize an album or fractionalize a song? So if
Right?
it's 3 minutes in length, you split it up into 30 10-minute segments, and then you would sell the song like that, and that could be, and then you're getting like royalties off each individual piece. I don't know. There's just so much to think about as far as this goes. Like we're so early. Everybody's so early in this. It's crazy.
Yeah, you can add a
I just
different
want
piece.
to chime in. Sorry, designs, but I just want to chime in speaking as a consumer minded. I think the fractionalization of a song would kind of be a rip off in a tone. I think the best part would be, you know, pick out the best segment of the song, and then like Ari said, have the unlockable to get the full song. I think some people might look at it if you had a 3 minute song and it was cut down to like 10, 30 second spots. Some people might feel a little odd, like, okay, why seem like you're trying to get as much money off of one product as you can. I think the fractionalizing the song would be kind of weird. I've heard people say, doing that with the film or a short film or something, and that would be cool. I mean, just me, I think splitting the song up would be kind of oddball.
Nah, ARYE, here's what you got to do. You got to make the unlockable content the entire like base part of the track. You only upload the treble half. You make them have to put it together by themselves. But just make it a whole pain in the ass process. That's the best way to go about it.
I think I'm gonna do that. Honestly, I think that's the best way. Honest. What do you guys think?
There's
Dude,
there's an account called
I was kidding.
underscore
I
TNT
was kidding.
thinking, and he has a whole lot of music, and you can check him out and see how he does it, because he does it the way you said it, Ari. He has the clip of the song, and then the whole thing is unlockable.
Hey, Ray, can I ask you where you've been minting your NFTs?
I've been lazy
oh no, did our
minting.
co-host just get rubbed?
Yeah, he got rugged before too.
I'm back again.
Come on, bro, get a better Twitter account. Slack.
I know, really.
More Slack.
Man, oh man.
So this is what I was really thinking. Not so much as like breaking a song into segments like I was saying, but I'm thinking like from a producer standpoint, right? Let's say somebody is a saxophone player, right? And saxophone player would record the stems for a song, just their saxophone part, and could sell that stem to the producer, so they could actually fractionalize like their stems for the particular song. Or like if you have it would help like people that are like recording musicians, people that just do like like they're stage musicians or something like that, like session musicians. So you could
Yeah,
actually, these people could end up making more money by being session musicians, because they could sell their freelance work as NFTs over, rather than going to a studio, sitting down and doing all that shit. I think that's pretty much what I was thinking. Not so much breaking a song in parts, because then it's going to sound like shit anyway. When you break a song, you're going to have a gap in air in between every couple seconds. Go ahead, Nikos.
Hey, thanks. I want to thank ARYE for getting me into this music NFT thing. And he got me started on the spaces. My wife did, Jess, but one of the first spaces I went in was ARYE space, and he's always been awesome. But I want to elaborate on the whole NFT process. I'm about to put out my stuff, and I'm actually doing the first NFT as like an acoustic track with like some hand drums, and then as someone buys that, it evolves into the next stage of production, and then I put out another NFT, and then whoever buys that, it pushes it along to the next stage of production, so that I can get paid as I'm doing the song.
That makes sense too. And would they all end up falling under the same song eventually, like I was saying, like with stems? So would you be laying the drum pattern first, and then maybe putting a guitar over that, and then maybe putting some other type of percussion instrument over that, or is this going to be evolving into each song?
Like it evolves. Well, it's the same song, but it just more parts get added to the song, so the production it becomes fully produced at the end.
That's a pretty unique idea. That's pretty much what I was saying with the stems. Like if you sell stem by stem, and then the person would upload it into
Yeah.
master song itself. I mean, that's a pretty cool concept too.
Yeah, I'm just not comfortable with giving away stems. That's all.
Yeah. So if anybody else wants to come up and just like give a shout out, or if you want to just talk about whatever,
I was gonna I was gonna ask, ARYE, how much did you do a lot of spending with your minting for your NFTs?
I honestly didn't. I don't even have. I have this one collection that I have right up here. Like that's the only one I have, and that's the only one that I really have minted. I have like, yeah, that's the only one I'm having. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the only thing.
All
It's
right.
lazy minting, but yeah.
I'm gonna have
But
another question, man. I just wanted to man give you a shout out, man, and just say, man, I appreciate you coming on this space, man, sharing with us because we've gotten some good ideas off on this spaces right here, man. So I appreciate everybody for chiming in. So good looking.
hey, I
You head,
appreciate you, bro. Appreciate
you
everyone.
head out to the BitBoy crypto thing now, Lex?
Yeah, I'm actually getting ready to head out to an event for BitBoy Crypto and hand out a bunch of flyers and go shake a bunch of hands, kiss a bunch of babies. Y'all know how that goes.
So I'm talking about little by little. Street work.
Absolutely, changing the world one person at a time.
You're my hero, bro.
I'll be trying. All right, y'all, man.
I
Later, man.
appreciate you.
Yeah, Dr. Green Thumb, you wanna come up and talk?
What's up, Green Thumb, my G?
Yeah, I
He's
was just
probably
getting back in the house for a minute here. Let me give me a couple minutes here.
All right, no
What's up,
problem, man.
A-Rye
What's up, Green Thumb?
and Nikos?
Good, what's good? Yo,
What's up, bro?
I got a question for the artist here. Hey, how do you feel about the like the freestyle sessions that people have on Twitter when they go into spaces and they come in and hold the cipher? What do you think of those?
those are dope.
Depends.
Those are dope. Yeah, it depends. I mean, for the most part, they're dope. Like I go in there, I listen. I never freestyled, but I do think it's a good idea. You can right there like show what you're about. But like honestly, like it's not me. Like so, I just rather go into space and just get to know people and talk to them instead of just like rapping. Like if you if you like listen to me and talk, like it'd be like, all right, cool. He's like a cool person. Maybe I'll check out his music, and then you just like organically do it, not just me try to prove myself like by rapping. No offense, I don't I don't know. I just don't want to do that. I don't feel like comfortable, so I don't try to do it. I just like talking to people and getting to know people, chopping it up.
So you think it's kind of like a show off thing? I was doing it like a fun thing because it
Nah,
welcomes people to show off. Because we always talking about people being shy in spaces and things like that, and I think that's an excellent thing for welcome people into a space for music because people come in and rap and you can hear people's style and how they flow, what their lyrics might be. I think it's pretty cool.
yeah, I'm not knocking it. I'm saying it's like a good ass way. I'm saying it's a great way. I don't feel comfortable doing it myself. Like I just rather go into space and get to know people and like talk about their art or just like that. I feel like there's a lot of artists. I mean, people are freestyling their spaces, but like I don't know if everyone's just in there to freestyle or everyone is in there to like really like know what you're like in there for, like to promote your like I don't know, promote you can freestyle or like you have an NFT because I don't know if everyone in there is like freestyling is into NFTs. Like I've been in some spaces where it's just like random people freestyling. So it's like depends. I don't know. I just don't. I don't want. I'd rather just
I
people
always
check out
catch
my
them at the
music.
end, so I never get a good full scope. I always like catch the ass end of them so I can never get a full scope. Has anybody ever heard like a whole like from beginning to end, like heard the whole show? Like when somebody holds a space like that?
No,
No.
I've been in some weird spaces though. Like I thought I was going into an NFT space, and I ended up in some college football gambling space, and then everybody started making fun of me because I was talking about NFTs when I walked in there. So that was like my ignorance because I thought like everybody in these Twitter spaces is talking about NFTs, and I got these guys going, "Shut the fuck up, we're gambling, bitch," and I was like, "All right, dude, well, I'll just leave and go to like the women's NFT movement over here because they're a lot more enjoyable to talk to than you guys." But yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, I think we do need a lot more women in the spaces too. Like I see Jess a lot in here, and then in like ARYE space, and Jess is always like fun to listen to, and like it's cool shit to listen to a lot of the women that share in the space because we do have like we don't have enough women in the NFT space at the moment, and it's really it's male dominated, and I think we needed a little bit of a shift because, in my opinion, personally, I like looking at women's art a lot better than men's art. I think they just have a better touch as far as that stuff goes. But that's just my personal opinion. I don't really know, but that's just me. But I really think we have a chance to make a nice little shift in the NFT space and start getting some people in here that people don't necessarily look at too often. Like I also go into like African NFT spaces a lot, which I think is beautiful because like these people they'll sell an NFT and they can support their family for a month with the sale of one NFT. Because it's very poor in their nations and like if one of those people sells an NFT for half an ETH and they're getting like 2 grand, 3 grand, you know that's a beautiful thing for these people. So we're changing the world. That's all I'm getting at. We're changing the world here, people.
Facts. And yeah, we definitely got some amazing women in here. I like Jess. I love you, Jess. Jess always holding down his co-host. Raj, I love you. If I don't say your name and I follow you, just know I love you. I love all you women and all you guys. Emily, I see you. Karen, I see you. Shroom Bay, I see you. I love y'all. But yeah, all you women, you need just use your voice and you can come to my spaces anytime and use my platform to talk about your art or whatever. Just express yourself. I'm not gonna let anyone talk down to you or whatever because people be in these spaces thinking like they're better than people and it's like disrespectful. So definitely gotta gotta represent for you all. So I appreciate y'all. Appreciate it. Love y'all.
I didn't even see Raj down there. Hey Raj, how you doing? You changed your the script on your letters there. It threw me off there for a minute. It didn't look like Raj. It looked like R, a pair of scissors, and then a G, and I was all screwed up.
Yo, Raj is the queen of changing her PFP too. She loves changing her PFP. She's a whale. She's a shark and a whale. She be buying a bunch of NFTs. She's in it. She's always like dropping bombs of knowledge like coming in, like just talking about stuff that like I'm like, yo, where did you hear this from? And it's just like damn, thanks Raj. Like all right. Like she knows she's definitely down that rabbit hole, and she's definitely a huge influence in the women community too. And yeah, just I love Raj, I love all y'all. Appreciate it, Tisha. I know I just met you today, but I followed you back. Much love. Come to my space anytime.
Thank you. It's Tisha.
Oh, Tisha,
Nice
sorry,
meeting you.
my fault.
That's okay.
Nice meeting you. Yeah, see.
My friend has a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Hold on.
Hey, I was curious. I've never bought an NFT and I would be like a beginner. So what would you recommend? Like, what do I do first? And that's my question.
I would definitely study like what NFT you really want to get into and like what's behind the work and the team and just like get comfortable and like go in their Discord or follow their Twitter page to see what they're about before you really buy one because some of these are just like rug pulls we call them where they just you buy for a certain price and then all of a sudden they just all the money's gone and they go away and like all your money you invested into is just pretty much gone. So just know what you're getting involved with and make sure the people are like present and just care about their community for sure.
Okay, thank
No problem.
you.
Nice to meet you.
Might I ask, do you have a wallet set up to purchase NFTs? Have you gone through that process yet?
I do have a wallet, I'm a MetaMask wallet, and
Oh no, that was for Tisha. That was for the frame. I've been yeah.
Hey,
Does
Tisha,
the frame have a wallet set up? Does she have her? She
Do
chose.
what? No, she doesn't have any of it.
Yeah,
I don't have. I'm like,
totally
wait.
new to
So
it.
I have to have a Twitter. I don't have a Twitter, and I don't have
MetaMask or Coinbase.
Yeah, I don't even.
She's really like brand new to it.
yeah, that'd be the
Like
first
me.
step. You get to learn the process of setting up the wallet and doing all that, and then just make sure you know what you're doing with your money before you start, looking for what to buy. That'd be my tip: is get the hang of the wallet and interacting with that down first.
She couldn't understand. It was like staticky.
Twitter Spaces is the place to be right now. If you're want to get into NFTs, got to come to Twitter Spaces. Got to get a Twitter.
Facts. Facts. You'll learn quickly how to get, like, there's such young kids just learn how to set up a portfolio or just a wallet, and you'll be able to do it easily too. Just go on a Twitter space and you'll figure it out. Like, I don't know. I mean, I know we're talking about this right now, but I don't know. You can just sign up right now, download your MetaMask, or if you want to download OpenSea, you can start looking there and get your wallet set up. Like, it's not. You can. I mean, I use Binance, but yeah, you can do it quickly. It's not difficult as you think.
You had that kid. You had that kid Debok in your spaces.
Beatboxing, no, but I want that. What the hell?
No, not beatboxing. The kid Debok that makes the little Tyrannosaurus Rexes.
So he beatboxes?
No, Debok. Debok.
I'm
He's
kidding.
beatboxing T-Rex. He's a beatbox.
He's high.
Debok. Oh, bro,
Who isn't high?
Yeah.
Yeah, the little Filipino kid that makes the Tyrannosauruses.
Yeah, supposedly someone stole his artwork, like, yesterday.
Really?
Do you know King Boo Boo?
I do.
Yeah, like, he came into my space yesterday saying, like, somebody stole his artwork and stuff, and this was like, just he posted a tweet about it. I don't know where it's at now, but, like, yeah, he was saying someone stole his artwork, but I don't know. Like, then the guy, like, commented on it saying, like, they have, like, a deal worked out or something. I don't know what's going on with it, but I do. That's awesome. Like, he's doing his work, but it's messed up that I don't know what's going on with that, if that's the case. But yeah, he's very talented.
Yeah, he's like 7 or 8 years old. He battled leukemia, and now he's doing his own thing. We had him in here. We were talking to him a few weeks back. He had his mom and his dad with him, and that's what we really need. We need these little kids getting into spaces and stuff, and getting into NFTs. That's the future right there, man. Like, I'll be dead like in 20 years. My family, we all die early, so I want to see some little kids getting in here making some silly artwork, and I want to have gas fees low. So if a kid wants to go and make his mom or dad like a Valentine's Day card and send it to them in an NFT, they could look at it 20 years later and it's still on the blockchain rather than it being a beat up piece of construction paper that gets thrown in the garbage, I think that's something really cool. Like, you could have keepsake moments from your children for the rest of your life. I think that's something that we really need to get into, especially like educational platforms too. Like, we need to start teaching this shit in school. We need to have people like in colleges. It has to be built into the curriculum where people could get master's degrees in blockchain technology and learning how to do like all this shit that, like, as artists, I don't know how to program, but maybe if I went to school, I could be an artist and program and do this stuff on my own and not have to rely on people and worry about people rugging my project, like you were saying, and stealing my money and all this other shit. I don't know. I could go off on tangents about this stuff forever, but like I just want to say we need to get kids into this, and we need to get these gas fees under control so people could actually, do this stuff at a cheaper price. Because I mean, if you're selling a $3 NFT and then you're paying $600 in gas, who the fuck is going to buy it? All right, I said my piece. I'll be quiet. You guys could continue.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. But hope in ETH 2.0 we trust. But we'll get there, bro. I just, like I said, like, I haven't mentioned this, but, like, with, like, Ethereum, like, I'm just huge on Ethereum because with Polygon I can't monetize my music, like my NFT. Like, I want people to be able to monetize it and use it for whatever they want, like make money off it if they want, With Polygon, I can't do that. Well, they can't do that. So that's a huge reason why I'm on there. But the gas fees, I get it, but
The thing about my bad, sorry to cut you off. The thing about Polygon is, like, you kind of have to stick with it. Like, if you put your money in Matic, then they're gonna charge you every time to go back between Matic chain and Ethereum's blockchain. And the thing about Polygon is, if you choose, anybody listening, if you choose Polygon, kind of stick with it for a while. If you got money to throw around, it don't matter. You can do what you want. But if you go with Polygon, kind of stay in there, because every time you try to bridge and go back between networks, you're gonna be paying extra, and that's gonna be on top of the gas that you paying, to get your NFT as well. So keep that in mind, people. Polygon, it's helpful, but it's kind of only helpful if you freaking stay there, unless you got the money to throw away. But yeah, that's my piece on that.
Thank
That's
you,
actually
sir. Sorry, Chronic. Yeah, bro. You just capitalize. I'm not gonna capitalize. Go ahead, Chronic.
I was gonna say that's not the case for much longer. By the way, like not much longer at all. You can actually profit from being on Polygon Network with your NFTs and still have Ethereum and not have to worry about the bridging aspect of it.
Tell me more.
You ever heard of AstroZero?
Oh yeah, I thought you was referring to something going on with Polygon and and like OpenSea's Ethereum. But yeah, I know Astro they gonna be straight because they're the 0.7%. What's y'all's numbers? I'm bad at recalling numbers.
You know, AstroZero is built on Polygon.
Yeah. But like I said, if you sell something for 100, you're gonna get 93 out of it. Like what y'all's percentage on the gas is gonna be real low, right?
Yeah,
So for me to
less than 1%.
I'm bad with the numbers. I'm trying to set y'all up. Sell y'all stuff. Sell it.
I don't really do this to shill a product, but we do this more for the artist. But I'll answer the question.
Oh, my
It's going to
bad.
be
Excuse me.
no, it's all good. It's just going to be less than 1% for commissions and stuff like that. It's going to be if you use the native token, it's only going to be 1/4%, and the minting's pretty much pennies. So it's really just to empower the artist, so the artist could go and reap as much benefit as they can from selling their stuff. But I try to keep this more artist based. I don't really shill anything when I'm on here. I don't think that's the right thing to do. I really just want to give people a voice to talk about their stuff. I don't care if people are on Foundation. I don't care if people are on Rarible. I don't care if people are on OpenSea. When it comes down to it, our shit will sell itself. So I'm not really concerned about that. Unfortunately, we do have to get ready to close up the spaces. I have something to do, and so does our host Nate. I want to thank you for coming out, though, ARYE. Really cool of you to sit down and talk with
Thank
us
you
for
very
like.
much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, bro.
Thank
And like
y'all.
I'm saying, bro, like I respect what you're doing. Like I just with OpenSea, like with them following me, it's like I gotta brand myself as that now. Like it's like just something I gotta like feel like I need to do, and I just can't switch up just
No,
because I love
we
you, man. Like it's
we
just like
didn't
that.
we didn't bring you here to try to sell you on anything, man. That wasn't the whole point behind this. I dug your shit. I liked it, and I wanted to bring you on and talk to you. That's all it was. It had nothing to do with anything else. It's all love. Like
Yeah, bro. I love you.
That was
that's
my
the
fault.
important part about this NFT community. We all have to support each other and love each other, and that's the most important thing. And you don't have that in many places. So I'm just fortunate to have everybody here with us. I like talking to you guys, and I just enjoy conversation. To be quite honest with you, and it's nice to talk to other.
Hell yeah. Thanks for coming and sharing, man. I learned a lot about music. Thank you.
Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate you giving me the voice to be able to talk. And you guys look. I mean, like I said, AstroZero. Check them out too. Like they're doing stuff too, guys. So it's not just me. Like look at him too. Like it's much love. I love you. I
Yo,
appreciate it.